Hello. Hello, friends. This is Sarah coming to you live from my office at Not Another Hat for our Tuesday lunch chat. Just 2 minutes late. I kind of got distracted right before I was going to start. I decided I wanted to check in on my Ravelry challenge progress. And as I was looking at that and like, what is it? That's it? And then I realized, oh my gosh, it's 12. And then once you hit play, it always starts. It takes it like a minute to get going. So, woo, we almost blew right through there. How is everybody doing? There's just hair is so annoying. I am very well. I had a great, amazing weekend full of knitting. It was so great. And I'm going to show you a little bit of that. Just a wee bit. Hi, Dale. Hi, Heidi. Hi, Julia. Yes, and I've been busy planning the 12 days of Knitmas, and yeah, it's been good. We had some really stormy weather. That always makes you want to knit, right? At least does me. So, yes, I hope you all are well. I hope you all have been getting some really good morning. I mean, good knitting time. I just read a comment that said morning. Oh, my Friday video, Jennifer. Okay, so you all wiped us out of Amble Minis skeins after I talked about them on my Friday impromptu video. So we have all of the colors on order, and we're taking orders right now for our restock that's going to be coming probably either the end of this week or Monday of next week. So if you're still looking for those Amble Minis, especially to make that Radvent Cowl, they're coming. Place your order. Grab them now because you want to hold your spot in the line because those things are in hot demand. Just totally wiped us out. So that I forgot how great that cowl is. This is how it goes with me and my knits, right? I pick something to knit. A, because I like it. It's always the first criteria, right? It has to be. But B, because then I think, okay, this would make a great shop sample for a while. Case in point, Radvent Cowl. So then I make it and I'm super excited and I love it, but then it comes and it lives here at the store on display. So maybe a year or so or even more goes by before it becomes actually mine and like actually wear it. And so, that's the Radvent Cowl. It's been here. And so I haven't had it at home, and I didn't have like in my winter rotation last season, etc. And so when I put it on to talk about it on Friday, I was like, I forgot how much I really, really like this. I want to wear it, but soon enough. So yes, that's the update on the Amble Minis. They are coming. They are coming in all colors. So, and I really would advise you, if you think you're interested in those, we already have pre-orders. It's queuing up to put your pre-order in to make sure you get in on that batch that's on its way. So yeah, so back to what I almost, made me a few minutes late. I was looking at my Ravelry challenge. How are y'all doing on the Ravelry challenge? Those of you that had signed up with us to participate. I'm not doing so hot. Last year, my goal was 55 and I came really close to it. I think I was in the mid 40s or something. So I made the same goal again this year, and I've only finished 12 projects. 12. I know that there's a few things in here that are missing. Some designs that I've done that I haven't put in. Actually, several of those. And yeah, so I'll get that caught up. But I think if I do, I'm still only at like 20. Here's the only good thing is out of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of those are sweaters. So that's a good amount of sweaters. Okay, I'm going to show you some of the things I did because we've been talking about this. How many have I started? Heidi and Julia are being so supportive in the comments. Heidi says, I've got 45 days. So if I can just bust out one project every 4 days, I'll be fine. 4 days each. I don't know. I'm not sure if that math matches. And I've started a gazillion, Julia. A gazillion. Okay. Do you guys remember how I was supposed to be working on that golf club cover for my dad? I talked about it eons ago, so it's okay. You don't remember. it was his birthday Saturday. It was a big one. We won't out him, but it was a significant birthday. And I made myself a goal that I had to finish the golf club cover for his birthday. So I haven't got to see him yet. I'm going to see him next week, but I finally did it. So here it is. My dad's a huge Oregon State Beaver fan, so orange and black is a must. The old one he was looking to replace, which was a commercially made one, was orange and black. So, and that's a D for Dan. It also could be D for Dad, but his name happens to be Dan. So here we are. It kind of got away from me in size a little bit. It's a little bit bigger than I thought. But what I did was I used I think it's Tosh DK right here on a 4 for the ribbing, single stranded. So it's nice and stretchy and kind of thin. And then when I got to here, I didn't increase. I actually doubled my yarn and moved to an 8. So I was using double DK on an 8, which was a pretty dense knit, but I wanted it to be like thick and strong enough to be actually protective. And then the black is ultra wool. Fibre Co Ultra Wool. And then this is just a little bit because I ran out of the orange. That was just like a leftover in my stash. And then I finished. And then I'm going to, it's a little damp right now, so it's not fully dry. But when it's dry, I'm going to put one of those black alpaca pom-poms on the top. So it's going to be fancy. It's going to be the fanciest Beaver Golf Club cover you ever saw. But it was fun, and I think you'll like it. So D could also be for driver. Yes, Rose. That's absolutely correct. Yeah, they were super, super easy. And I mean, it was super, super easy. And maybe someday I'll make him some more. I mean, I don't even remember now. I think I cast it on 44 stitches, I think. So 44 stitches around in rib and 2x2 rib. And then I doubled it. So, and then I just did oh yeah, I did duplicate stitch the D. Yeah. That was kind of an afterthought because I was like, this is a big chunk of black, so need something on there. So yay, did that. Okay, I have something else I want to show you that I did this weekend, but you only get a really fast sneak peek, okay? Because this is for later. This is for something else. It's not my own design. But it's going to come out in something in December. So I'm going to show you really fast. Then you don't get to see it again. And I'm not going to tell you even what it is. Okay, that's it. That's all you get. So that was something else I worked on this weekend. And then I just started. Actually, I did a lot more on this, but then I just had to rip it out last night because I, read the pattern wrong. I just started something else. I'm going to only show you a really fast sneak peek because it's also for later. Okay, that's it. I'm not trying to be intentionally obtuse about showing you stuff, but I wanted to show you what I worked on, that I got a bunch of stuff done. At least it felt like a bunch of stuff done, but I also can't really fully show you. So that's just what it's going to have to be. I'm so sorry to be a tease. Really, really don't mean it. So I want to show you something that dear sweet Naomi from Canada brought when she came to town last week, that seems already like weeks and weeks ago, but that I was in Canada, but she got to see Jill and Julia, and she brought some treats. And she brought Canadian candy, which is long gone. The Kit Kats, Canadian Kit Kats are so much better than American Kit Kats, but this is the coolest sock yarn. And because of our club and our club mascot, the little crow that says "Ka Ka," she brought me a skein of Sea Turtle Fiber Arts, and it's fingering Ridley sock, but the color is called A Murder of Crows. Isn't that cool? Oh my God, it was just like the perfect skein of yarn. So thank you so much, Naomi, and for all the other treats too, especially that Kit Kat. Oh, that was good. So I wanted to make sure everybody got to see that because it is so cool. Gail says anticipation can be motivating. Is that in reference to my sneak peeks? I know. Oh, yes. So I had big ambitions for all the things I was going to finish this weekend, or at least get significant progress on. And wouldn't you know it, when you're talking and drinking and knitting, sometimes the knitting just stops and sits in your lap and you don't even realize it. So, I mean, this mitten was in fingering weight yarn for part of it and color work and whatnot. So I feel pretty accomplished for finishing that. But boy, you should have seen what I packed to take with me, because I thought that I was going to get done so much more. So, okay, I don't have a ton else for you all today. I'm going to pick out some projects for that new Noro that we just got in that I showed you in the Friday video. I just haven't had a chance to sit and peruse Ravelry. Oh, reminder that the book signing with Michelle Bernstein for her new book, Brioche Knit Love, is on Saturday here at the store. And I know a lot of you have placed your pre-orders, which is fantastic. We'll get those signed and we'll ship them out to you. The lights just went off. And, but if you don't, we still have books in stock. And if you want to come, it would be fantastic. It's going to be from 1 to 3 o'clock here at the shop Saturday afternoon. Perfect little day to drive up the gorge if you're in the Portland area. Or even a little further, come on down and do something, get out for a little bit. She's going to have some of the projects from her book on display, like a little mini trunk show. She'll be here. She'll sign books. We'll have some treats. It'll be a great time. So don't forget, that's this Saturday. Yes. Thank you, Julia, for posting the link to that. There's a sign up if you want to come on Saturday. It's $5 to come, but you get your $5 back if you make a purchase. So it's just more for us to get an idea of how many people are coming, etc. Sorry, I'm just reading Asha's comment. She said her mind was all over the place trying to think of how to say duplicate stitch, because she called it double stitch, but that makes sense. We totally knew what you were saying. There was something else I was going to tell you about this. Oh, club members, don't forget tonight at 5 o'clock Pacific. 5 o'clock Pacific is our monthly Zoom, and it's going to be a special one because we're going to have Laura Jean and Shannon Squire from Knitted Wit and Shannon Squire Designs, aka Shanna Jean, here on our Zoom to interview and talk about all of the cool things they do to make happy in this world for everybody. So it is going to be a really, really good time. I know it. I love those two people. I was trying to remember how I met them, and I can't remember. So it must have been through TNNA and just the connection that we were all from Oregon, because not a lot of people go or went, past tense, to TNNA, which is our trade show for the needle arts industry. There was hardly ever any people from Oregon there. No other shop owners really. And I mean, sometimes maybe one, and no vendors really, except for Bryson Distributing, which does all the needles and stuff. So it's always kind of special if you find someone from your home state when no one is really represented. And I think that's how I met them. But they're a hoot, a holler, and just good people through and through. So our club members are lovely. Lucky, I mean, that they get to do that. Sorry, I look at comments and I see words. And as I'm processing what the comment is, the words come out of my mouth, even if that's not what I want to say. Sandra says, what am I wearing? Oh, my shirt? It's a shirt. I think I got this at Target years ago. And thank you. This is a bright and happy color, especially when it's like gray and stormy. Thank you, Sandra. I actually wore it to go with one of my favorite pieces from Shannon in Laura Jean's yarn, in Knitted Wit yarn, that I was going to wear tonight at our 5 o'clock Zoom. So it matches that. That's why I'm wearing it. Rose, we will record it. Absolutely. So I'm sorry you can't join us live, but we will definitely record it. We'll post the replay link in the homepage, the club homepage on the website. So not to worry. Okay. That's everything. Make sure you sign up for the 12 days of Knitmas. You guys, that's November 16th. It is almost, I can't even say, I'm not going to say it. We're not going to like play into that freak out, but the clock is ticking. I cannot believe it's November 16th already. So be sure you're signed up for the 12 days of Knitmas. It's going to be starting in 2 weeks. And toodaloo, hasta la vista. I'll see y'all Friday. And some of you I'll see later this afternoon. Bye.